Okay, thank you for waiting. Now, three chapters. So, let's start from the true words spoken by Buddha. And if you have, please prepare. Okay, shall we start? The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okara. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And the Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the seven colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These seven colors help each other, and there appears Buddha-land. Buddha-land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Dear souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of life. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it are not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down the rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by. Yes, your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason. why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and the brothers and sisters, now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching the rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. So now let's dedicate our sincere gratitude to the world of life. Our Lord El Kata, the primordial Buddha, and the source of everything. Thank you very much for granting us a great opportunity to learn the truth through the movie, entertainment, music, and your speech. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Now please come in. Your seat. Okay, so today we're gonna have learn about movies, entertainment. We welcome the great guest today from Japan, Mr. Yoichi Utebi. He's the producer of the movie Lords of Universe, The Age of Elohim. Please welcome him. The big hand. Okay, then let's start.
Okay, so hello everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Who came to last night's rain dance?
We all did.
We all did. You guys all
Yeah.
did? Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Since we also have online today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so hello everybody online. Okay, who wants to say hello? I hope you can hear me. So my name is Yoichi Utebi. I'm from Media Division, and also I just been appointed as a world lecturer of International Division as well. So I'll be doing a lot of this kind of talks with you guys from now on to the future. And so this is my first mission, already starting. And so today I'd like to talk about the topic Dharma Gate of Beauty. Okay, it is the gate of Dharma that is opening up for us of beauty, and spreading the light of your Kantar is to the world through entertainment mission. Okay, that's like the main topic, because I've been with the media division for a long time. I'll be focusing specifically on entertainment aspect. Okay, so today all members, right? So I have to have like different faces. Like last night, I had to be a producer, so I have a different face as a producer to the general public. But when I'm with you guys, it's like more members, right? So today is a members content. So I can always speak to more like non-members and things like that. But you have to like judge and change the levels of what we speak. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to just kind of focus on members' discussion time for this one. But I can always do a session for the public, general public, and things like that. So if you need any help with that kind of stuff, you can always ask me. I won't be here, but I can always be online. Okay, I can get on online. So okay, so yesterday rain dance was, I think, was a great success.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Over 100 people, 110 people, something like that, came in. A lot of them are non-members, general public as well. And I did a lot of interviews after that, and the response was great. All the non-members, of course. We intentionally picked the general public yesterday, and it was a great result and interviews we got. So Ted-san will be sharing with you. Okay, we're preparing some package now, and so you guys can show that to your friends. Give more invitation because it's a local stuff. Local things happening is the most powerful tool of missionary. What's happening here is the most powerful things they can share with your friends,
I
right?
can't see.
Yeah. So
I can't see.
what you Okay. So all right. So thank you for the rain dance. Okay. Thank you for the rain dance. And so today, I have about an hour, maximum 1.5 hours, because I don't use slides. I'm sorry. Usually maybe you guys are used to using slides. So sometimes without the slides, sometimes it's kind of difficult to follow the topics. So if you write down some notes, or if you can pick something or remember at least one thing out of this 1 hour, that's a success for me. So just try to think about things, what I'm saying, and don't try to remember everything because you just can't. But if there's anything that touches your heart, that's what you need to do it. Everybody has all different hearts, so everybody will be touched in different ways. Okay, so please look for that little light bulb things happening to you. Okay. So I'll be talking about 4 things today. Okay? One is I thought it would be nice to give you some kind of activity updates of Happy Science Entertainment and music and mainly movie activities. What's happening around the world? Okay, so I'll share that with you. Okay, so you can use that as a reference for your own mission activities, right? And I thought it would be nice to go back to the basics. So what is Happy Science Entertainment? Why are we doing this? What's the meaning for it? So I'll share that with you, so you kind of be set up to do more of missionary work using entertainment stuff, right? And since we did do screening yesterday of the Laws of Universe, I'll touch base a little bit about the Laws of Universe as well, if I have some time. Okay, I'll see how much I look forward. And at the last, very short, looking forward for 2022. What kind of year it's going to be from entertainment side. From religious side, it's to have everything in his sense. I share that with you. Okay, so the first point is about activity updates. Okay, the first movie Happy Science ever came out was in 1994, so it's been a while. And the first movie was called The Terrifying Liberation of Nostradamus. I don't know if anybody has seen it. I don't even know if there's any subtitle for that. Do you know? I don't know.
Maybe.
Voiceover? Oh, really? Oh, on YouTube. Okay.
It'd be great if you watched that.
If you haven't seen it, just Google YouTube, and it's kind of interesting. It's old movie, but it's very, very interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of good Buddhist truth in it. Okay. And of course, the latest one is The Laws of the Universe, The Age of Elohim, and this is our 23rd movie. Okay. So, which means we have been active in this movie activities for 27 years in the past. That's a long time, 27 years, right? If you think about it. And this entertainment missionary, became mainstream. It's becoming mainstream, especially in Japan now. It's like a mainstream activity, and it started in 2017. So it's kind of recent. They really started to pick up the engine in 2017 when Yoshiko Sengen. I'm sure you all do, right? Yeah. So when she became a Happy Science member, she's a very, very famous actress in Japan, by the way. So if you don't know, very famous and very attractive person. So it was a big thing, big news in entire Japan. Yoshiko Sengen, her name used to be Shimizu Fumika, becoming a Happy Science member. Oh my god, everything kind of flipped around. So it was
Is
a big
that the
thing.
lead actress in The Real Exorcist you're talking about?
Yes, that's right. The girl in The Exorcist. Yeah. So yeah, she changed her name to Yoshiko Sengen. Okay, Yoshiko Sengen, that's her name. And so that was when things really started to pick up. Because when we have a powerful actor or actresses, things do get boosted up, right?
Yeah.
So Masawa, yes, he boosted everything up. And she also does the voice of the Isaiah, okay, in the Rose of Innocence.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the lady there. And my international mission started 3 years ago with the Rose of the Universe part 1. Yeah, part 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Get a little confused with me. Part 1. So it's been 3 years since then. I used to be head minister of Okinawa at that time, but I was pulled back to headquarters to do this mission. So currently I'm based in Los Angeles. I go back and forth in Japan and LA. And due to COVID, I have been restricted to go around the world. I used to travel more around the world, but now with COVID, it's kind of difficult. So I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking with person in person is the best thing.
Yeah.
Internet, online lectures, there's always a limit to it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I love to meet people and speak directly. So thank you so much. So that's when I started 3 years ago. And when first time I went to LA, of course, it was my first mission. So I didn't know anything about this, in music, movie industry, anything like that.
Yeah.
They just appoint, Happy Science does that. They just appoint you. Okay. Now you do that.
That's
Like,
incredible.
all right. So start studying. And
Yeah.
so what I did was when I
That's
to
amazing.
LA, just jumped there and I just Google and searched the people's name and I started contacting industry people.
Yeah.
And I started doing some hearings. I need to hear what people think about it. So what I found out, the biggest worry I found out wasn't really about Happy Science movie.
Yeah.
It was more about the Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Will people in this America or even in the world watch Japanese movie or not? That was my big question I had in my mind.
Yeah.
Except for anime. And anime is always
Yeah.
great. It's
Yeah,
great
exactly.
stuff. So people love Japanese anime.
Yeah.
But when it comes to live action, they were like,
Yeah.
Japanese,
question
I've never
mark.
seen before.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like in general, people in America, okay, they don't watch subtitles. Never.
I
Okay?
know. That's
They just don't like to do it because they got Hollywood movies.
Yeah, that's
Why
it.
would they want to read
I know
subtitles when
subtitles.
they get
Yeah.
to see
In this day and
Avengers,
age.
right? Yeah, so
True.
it's very difficult with subtitles in America, but it's changing a little bit because of Korean popular movies are very popular, and usually they have subtitles. So they are getting used to it. In general, publics are used to it, but still very, very, very minor to meet people who loves to watch subtitle movies.
Yeah.
It's just in general. So what about in Europe? I don't know. You guys know better than me, but I feel Europe is a little better than America because people are more diverse, maybe.
Yeah.
A little more
open-minded.
diverse, right?
Yeah.
They do try to understand different cultures because of how the European continent is. So, but I still think it's kind of difficult. I'm sure you guys are having a little. It's great that you guys are here, but for Tetsu and Moroka-san, probably having a little difficulty as well to really challenge the general public to see a Japanese movie.
I think the subtitles are a great option, but they have a shortcoming because you can't really focus on the beauty and
That's
animation.
You have to read it. You have to read it.
And you want to see the animation.
You want to see the
It's kind of a
top.
distraction. In a sense.
Yeah.
So if it had voiceover, it just like
Yes.
in my opinion, it's
Sure,
much
sure.
better.
Yep.
Much better.
Yep.
Because you can just focus on the scenes and what's going on rather than
Yes.
reading.
Yes.
That's the
And
only
of course we have voiceovers too, but we just couldn't have it in time. So
Yeah.
Okay.
actually we're doing recording right now. So every time I go back home, go back to the hotel,
Yeah.
I have voiceover from midnight till the morning. We are doing the voiceover in LA right now. So
Oh, okay.
right now. Because this movie itself was was a little bit delayed this year. Usually we have it much ahead of time, so we have time for voiceover. But this year, we pushed it. So so right now I'm doing voiceover. But so there was a choice. I'm going to be off side, but of a choice of waiting to release this movie until the voiceover is ready, or do subtitle. But we decided to do subtitle because it's a big thing, right? It's a happy science. Just launch it worldwide. So But we will be getting voiceover very soon. So once we have that, you can do more screening. Okay, it will be much easier for you to invest. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so for Asia, Asian people are a little more familiar because they tend to have more friendly, culturally culturally friendly with Japan. So like in Taiwan, we've been doing a lot of releases there, and it's been very, very popular, just in the general public as well. But the few years of experience I went through, okay, what I found out is that I came to realize that not everybody, but there's a trend that if a person who's even non-member watch Happy Science movie till the end, okay, if they sit in till the end, they have a tendency to kind of accept it and understand. Not everybody, some people will just even watch it till the end, they might not like it, but at least if they sit in till the end, okay, they do understand what we want to say.
Yeah.
And so that is like globally, it's the same tendencies. Okay, so that's what I found out. If they really watch it, we explain to them what this movie is about, and they watch it, they will understand and they will try to accept what we are trying to say. Okay? So first, I want to share with you some interview comments from the past movies, okay, and also the latest, The Rose of the Universe in United States. Okay, so let's share that. So, これを押せばいいですね。Ready? Start?
はい、OK です。
Okay.
It was fantastic. It really touched my heart and opened me up in new ways of seeing a few things. The thing that I loved about this movie is that it was inspirational, but it was based in real reality, in a true story, and that story was real. It was vulnerable. I was surprised.
The message that I love is about each one of us has a mission. And whether or not you know what that mission is, it's our duty almost to discover that. And it fuels our life. It fuels our body's healing. It fuels our connections with other people. And then beyond that, it fuels what we can do in the world.
With so much war going on, I think a message of peace is wonderful. Peace and unity.
No matter who you are, what color, what size, what faith, whatever else, we're all one. And that message of a light inside of us that we're able to access and to bring it out. If that's not a universal message, I don't know. I think.
Yeah, the message you bring, like it will save a lot of the souls who don't know where to go to, and then can lean on that concept, what you brought to the world. And it's also transcendent to every culture. We go to the real exorcist!
It's India.
Okay.
And the award goes to Beautiful Lure, a modern tale of painted sketch. Just watch Beautiful Lure by Hiroshi Akabane sir. Okay, my message is to don't get lured by the Yoma because she's really beautiful, and also try to take the message from it.
The Special Jury Award from the Best
Houston.
Best Actress. Best Actress.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you. It's very wonderful.
It is taken from an old Japanese legend and beautifully translated into modern times, and a perfect film, a top award winner here at World Fest. And we're thrilled and honored to have it and present it as the opening night film of Panorama Asia.
Elohim 様の要請で参った。
こうなったら我々も最終手段だ。
この地球を滅ぼすことを
地球人は断じて認めていない。悪魔よ、待ち去れ。
Canada, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, this is New York.
I just saw the movie Lords of the Universe, Elohim, and it was very interesting, very exciting, and very intriguing. So I was using my thinking. So I'm asking you, it would be a good movie for each and every one of you guys to see. God bless you.
Yeah, it was a great movie, and I love the lessons that they're teaching in the movie. Like we're all different, but we're all growing together.
I enjoyed it. It was a little long, but you know what? I enjoyed the animation. I kind of enjoyed a lot of what was going on, and it wasn't a bad way to come in on a Saturday. You know, the visuals. I like the visuals.
The visuals,
I did.
yes.
I like the visuals.
I like the visuals, yes. I can do all that. Yeah, all right. Would you recommend this movie to your friends?
Absolutely.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. It's great. Colors, like, you should always listen to God, Paul's teachings, and even though there's different races or different ethnicities of people on earth, we should live in harmony and respect each other and not listen to the evil one.
We need to love each other.
Okay. All right.
Stop kill the people. Stop destroying the people that was destroying the countries, destroying the towns.
That's right. Right.
They're living down. Because it's going to give us a eternal life if we live in them.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry about the URL thing. I don't know why it's showing it. It's strange, but okay. So, そうか、これをこっちに出すね。So, I have okay, so all the comments that you just saw was from non-members, just general public who has no idea what happy science is. Maybe they invited by you guys, members and friends, or they swap into the theaters. And even with the laws of the universe, we are starting to get a lot of good comments in the United States, and we also did get a lot of good comments yesterday. So please look for those comments. And I have a few other great things that I heard from all my experience, so I just want to share that with you. The first one is for the real exorcist. There's a remember character Sayuri, the main girl. Yoshiko Sengen was acting, and there's a voiceover actress who did the voiceover for Sayuri in America, and I asked her which part of the movie did you like the most, and she said she loved the part where Sayuri recite the sutra and prays at night. And she says she loved it so much that she has a little script with her to practice. She says when she practices it, she reflects the reflection together with Sayuri. Okay? So I was really surprised to hear that, because yes, a non-member has no idea about what's happening science, but she really felt something there. And that was the most the part she liked was that part out of entire movie. And she was the one who did Sayuri, so I think she was really deeply connected, with Sayuri's energy. And for Immortal Hero, I spoke with a lot of Christian people, right, in America after the show, and for them, I asked her, so how did you like the movie? And they said that they having believer Christian for for a long time, and they go to church every Sunday, right? But when they told me that they feel that the Christian teachings can't save us anymore, right? We're having a very difficulty. There's a limit to Christian teachings, and she has no idea about happy science because she just saw the movie, but she said we need something like this. She didn't know what it is, but she just told me these are the things that we need to know. So we explained to her about because it's happy science and things like that. It was in Los Angeles. I had a couple of people talking about Christian. And for Beautiful Lure, as you just saw in Houston Film Festival, we did receive some awards. And if you really think about it, it's a pretty big film festival, Houston. And they're professionals in movies, right? So the professionals watched the movie and they thought it was a good movie, and they selected as an opening night show for the film festival, and that was that thing. Yeah. So and we don't pay anything. Okay, it's not like we pay. I actually, being honest, paid about $50 because of a submission. Okay, right? But other than that, they selected and they decided they wanted to show the film because it was a great film. So we can see that the film does have a good, strong power. Okay, and maybe because it was Oriental and with the monk, the kaiku, thing, it was a little bit more attractive for the Western society people. I don't know, but they really liked it. And I think most of you have seen the Into the Dreams, right? Mm-hmm. Into the Dreams. I think, did you like Into the Dreams? It was very easy to understand, right? Yeah. You didn't have to really think about it, but everything just came in naturally, right? Yeah, it's natural. So and because this movie is created for the widespread missionary, so it doesn't have a high level of teachings. Okay. It's a very entry level, right. But at the same time, it has a power to spread across. Okay. Okay, so okay, all right. So it does have this power of wide spreading across, and we have English and Hindi and Spanish voiceover already. So if you know anybody who does speak Hindi or Spanish, please, you can use those as a missionary weapon as well. So we've been trying, just talked about voiceover before, we've been trying to do more multi-language voiceover as much as possible, but there's always a cost there. So you have to be very, think about which languages as a priority. Okay? But English is always the first priority. So for you guys, it's good. Okay? And of course, the Laws of the Universe, we released this in United States 2 weeks ago, and now we are going in 12 cities, including Canada, Toronto, and we are going into second week. Second week means it's called fall over, and movie theaters only extend one extra week if we did a good job on the first week. Because if we don't, they won't be getting any revenue out of it, so they'll just stop it. So at least we went to the first week. So we did members did a really good job, inviting the people, and so movies getting very good review and very success in the United States. Okay, so hopefully things will turn up again and around the world as well. Okay.
So what are the films that are in Spanish and Hindi?
That's for the Into the Dreams. Okay. Yeah, for the Laws of the Universe, we only have it in English right now. Okay, in English. but we should be coming out really soon in December timeframe. So please look forward for that one. Okay, and I was thinking why is the Lords of the Universe is getting good feedback, maybe even yesterday, and one reason is because it has the heroism, right? Hero. It's like it's almost like Avengers type of heroism, but so people in US tend to like that kind of evil versus good, wins type of feeling good energy movies. So that was one of the reasons because Stan Lee, right, the Marvel Stan Lee is the one who is guiding us with this movie. So of course he has that Marvel type of taste to it. But at the same time, he has a lot of a good religious aspect to it, right? And original Christianity we talked about. Okay, and yesterday when Amor came down with 7 angels, I saw a lot of people stand up and move. And even I was talking with the director of a film festival after that, he was like, "Oh my God, are they leaving now?" Because the angels came, but we realized that they all came back again. So they just went to the restroom. Because they drink, because we provided the drinks. So after about 1 hour, everybody has to, go to the restroom at the same time. So it was kind of interesting to see. But I was happy that all came back. So people do accept the Christianity aspect of it. And that's why I spoke in the beginning. Please don't be offended by this because we're not trying to take over Christianity. Just we want to show what true love is all about. And I think that kind of worked well with the audience. So Christian side of love story is also included there, and the theme of unity. Everybody loves the word unity because Biden is saying unity. People in America loves unity nowadays, around the world too, of course. So I think those are the good elements that can combine together. That's really touching the heart of people in the United States. And I think it had the same effect for England as well, from what I seen, what I spoke yesterday with the general public people. Right? So there's more good news coming out from around the world. So I'm sure Shibucho will be sharing with you soon, later, as soon as it comes in, right? Okay. So I think one of the reasons why Happy Science movie is being accepted around the world, I think is because in general, people in the world have faith, right? They believe in God. And in everyday life, they have faith as a base in everyday life. That's a big difference from Japan. Believe it or not, Japan doesn't have that. They we don't have not many people believe in God anymore. They believe, why do you believe in God? But if you say that in country outside of Japan and maybe China, they're gonna say, oh my God, you don't believe in God? Are you human? Right? So that's the big difference of mindset. I think people in the world, most of people in the world does believe in God. So there's a more synchronicity with Happy Science message, I think. Okay, because we learn. I was a Christian too, so we learn the importance of having faith since we are very young. So it's a very common thing for us. But for some people, it's not. And that's sad, but it's the truth. So, but on the other hand, if the person is too fundamentalist, it's kind of difficult too, because if he or she is a Christian, fundamental Christian, and if we show a movie of Kaiku with a monk, they're gonna say, "Oh, that's a monk. That means he's a devil." So it just doesn't work like that. So there is a difficulty there as well. And of course, if the person is atheist or too materialistic, it's always challenging for us too. But those are barriers that we have to break through as well. Okay? But on the other hand, I find out a lot of, especially in America, left side people, in other words, the liberal people, mindset people, they love Happy Science movies. They do, because there's a lot of good messages that really resonate with them. Like unity, the love for the world, equity, all this rebel type of thinking is really in harmony with Happy Science. So not 100% cover, but we do attract a lot of people at that side as well. So I think basically if a person has a good faith, and have a very open-minded kind of mindset to try to accept different things, they tend have a tendency to accept happy science messages as well, like love, prosperity, I don't know, justice, all this, great, heavenly beauty, things like that. If they love goodness, and we tend to have a good vibration. So when you speak with your friends and people, it's a different type of intelligence. I think you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Just because this person went to college and has a high level of intelligence, that doesn't mean this person has that side of intelligence.
Yeah.
And you'll never know that. You cannot judge person. You cannot find out until you speak with them and you have a deeper conversation. Then you're gonna start to find out.
Yeah.
This person has understanding about this kind of area. And sometimes, a lot of times, you think this person does have it, but once you start talking, you realize he doesn't or she doesn't, and you're like, oh my God, I thought he did, but he doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So these things happen all the time, and it's really common. So I think it's very important. Try not to judge the person when you speak to a person, and think, oh, this person is this kind of person, so he'll understand me or he doesn't understand me. Because you just never know who does. Okay, I think you've experienced it. I mean, we all experience it. And a lot of times, people who we think probably doesn't get it, gets it. I'm like, oh my God, he really understands me, and I get surprised. These things happen all the time. So don't give up. That's what I want to tell you. Just don't give up on talking to people, because you just never know who will say, oh my God, this is a great thing happening. Okay?
You mentioned there about the liberal people in America are quite receptive to have sex.
Yeah.
How about the Republicans? What are they receptive to?
Now,
any part
so
of that?
Republicans, again, this is the same topic here. If they are fundamental Christians, a Republican, right? A lot of Republicans are Christian people, right? I mean, Republican. Yeah, Republican. So they are much more open, okay, in the sense that they believe in God and they always they have strong faith. But if they're too much into Christian, then they kind of repel us.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the person. So you can't really say because he's a Republican or he's a Democrat or left or right. But as a tendency, left-minded people have open-minded towards these kind of topics. But in the other hand, a lot of them, sometimes they don't believe in God. A lot of people are atheists as well, right? They're too into the left side, like communism side. And they're very materialistic person. So they would like the message, but they wouldn't believe in it. They wouldn't want to come to Happy Science. But they like the movie. I know a lot of people, all the people that I work with in the United States, they're all movie industry people.
Right.
99.9% they're against Republican. In other words, against Trump's idea.
Yeah.
They always talk bad about Trump. But they always 99. There's maybe one person out of I don't know how many people I work with. They are all totally against Republicans because it's California, and as you know, movie industry is almost 100% left side. Okay, and if you are a right side person, you're kicked out of Hollywood. You can't get a job anymore. That's how severe it is.
Yeah, it's very severe.
Yeah, it's so severe. You don't get a job anymore. So all the famous people who are Republican, they don't get it. They don't.
That's
reality. So that's the reality of California.
Yeah. It's
America
like in a bubble.
Yeah, America is so strange. If you go to California, San Francisco, New York, it's a different world compared to if you go to Texas. It's a different country actually.
Yeah,
That's how
it
it is.
is.
But I'm currently living in the center of I mean Democrat world. So, but to answer your question, it really depends on the person. So yeah, you'll never know until you speak to this person. Okay. So where was I? Okay, so Alcantara's movies, right? Each one of the movie has their own unique message and unique teachings and unique truth, right? So it is like a block of light. It's a whole big thing of light.
Yeah.
Right. So if you are so into a light for like 2 hours, just sit in, right? All the light shining, like a
Yeah.
shower of light. Usually, the people's soul starts to react somehow. Because we're all children of God and children of God. It should be like that, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes people react in different ways.
If they're closed.
Right? If they're closed, they really can't stand it anymore, so they have to get out.
Yeah.
Or maybe if they're possessed by a really strong evil spirit, they don't want to hear this light.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
oh my God, no! They get out, right?
Yeah.
But that's unusual, different cases, right? But a lot of times, I hope that if they watch a movie and for like an hour or two, hopefully, they feel something. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, they feel something. They feel this energy. So if you bring your friend and if they don't like it, again, don't give up. Okay?
Yeah.
Because they have been soaked with El Cantar's light for 2 hours, at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right? And if they have different way of thinking, pile up here,
Yeah.
2 hours is not going to help. It's not going to break through, but it's helping. It's helping. So again, don't give up. Keep trying. Bring them again. Bring them again. One day you're going to break through, and they're going to realize, I feel something good.
Yeah.
Right? I felt this little wrong thing when I heard this voice, in the movie or something like that. You'll start to hear these words from this person that is very positive and very like happy signs for you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know, this word is the word of light coming out from this person. And when you hear that, you have to keep your antennas up and just catch it. And through there, you can start talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay? So you don't have to push. You don't have to lecture the person.
Yeah.
More you lecture the person, they're
resist.
gonna resist, right? So don't do that. But just keep your mind open. Always keep your mind open and listen to what they say. Okay?
Yeah.
If they say, after you invite the person to a movie, if they say all the negative things, just listen to what they say. Okay, and more you listen to it, you're gonna find these few words that you can fight back sometimes. Right? You just said this, but or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's always fun to bring people, right? Even if they don't like it. If they like it, that's great. But if they don't like it, it's even more challenging because a lot of times, and I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes, right, you'll be surprised. The people who resist happy science for many, many times, your friend, one day they realize, right? Yeah. But if you bring a person you think he or she's gonna become a member, they never become a member, right? I experienced that so many times as well. So again, you never know.
Yeah.
So always try to be positive about speaking with these people. Okay. So what am I? I'm just talking out of my mind. So I'm just out of a script right now. Just trying to oh my God, sorry for this. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So let's skip all this.
The messages in the film.
Okay, so let me talk about film festivals because this is kind of important.
Right.
Okay? Film festival is one of the most greatest opportunity for movies. Believe it or not. I think you experienced it yesterday,
Yes,
so I think you know what I mean. And so the size doesn't really matter. Maybe I'm talking to the people overseas as well from Europe. If you find any opportunity to show the movie, even how small it is, if it's a film festival or any other opportunities, please let me know, okay? Because if it's a film festival, I can always contact them as a producer of a movie.
Oh, okay.
So instead of going direct from Happy Science, we can always go through as a movie industry side and get our movies into film festivals. And once we are in the film festivals, we get to show the movie almost for free sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people will just walk in, the general public will see it. And of course, what Tetsu did, we can invite the members, right? So you can start activities as well.
Right.
So there's hundreds of film festivals around the world.
So have you thought about approaching the Italian Film Festival in Trieste? Because they have a film festival every year.
Yeah,
in Trieste.
Yeah, Italy has a lot of them, yeah. But yes, we've tried a few. and subtitle is another issue
yeah,
as well. So
yeah,
it's
of
kind of
course, yeah.
difficult, but because we've been trying to submit to a lot of film festivals around the world, but the best way to do is, I think, if the members around the world,
Yeah.
right, if they are sitting right next to the film festival, or
Yeah.
if they know about the film festival, that is the strongest opportunity for us.
Right.
Because for me, I can always do the online thing. Oh, this
Okay.
is a good film festival.
Yeah.
Submit. But you'll just never know how it's gonna be unfolded.
Yeah.
But if there's a member there who knows, I can invite at least if this person can invite 2 people to film festival, it's worth it. It's worth doing it, right? So I've been asking a lot of people, just keep your antennas up.
Yeah.
For film festivals. If you don't,
Yeah.
the film festival is just gonna go past by you because in everyday life you're not so familiar with film festivals, right? But
just one more thing, just out of curiosity, since there's 27 films, have you ever thought about sitting down with Netflix or Disney?
Oh yeah,
to
of
sort
course.
of like
Netflix
you know,
always,
get a license. For that.
Yeah, we've been trying Netflix.
That'd be great.
Netflix again, it's a different topic. But
And
Netflix is Disney is like one of the most difficult
to break
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, especially like Netflix, you need to have somebody that you know
on the inside.
Yeah. So I found person who is I know. It took me 2 years, but I found this person.
You got that.
In Netflix. But just because I know this person, that doesn't mean they'll accept this. So I'm trying to go to Netflix with Into the Dreams now through this person. Once I can go to that, then maybe more movies.
Yeah.
But it's one of the biggest hurdle and challenge for me is to get
it's all part of it.
Disney.
No.
I'm not even thinking about this one.
Yeah, but the new Disney, because they do all animations now.
That's right.
Amazing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there are platforms around the world that is now accepting more varieties.
Yeah.
Because they have to establish their own business. They have to open up their business. So there's a big opportunity as well. So, but thank you for your comment, and I'm trying, but please pray for me. I need your prayer.
Absolutely.
I'm praying. Half of my job, or maybe like 70% of my job is praying, actually.
Wow.
Because I submit film festivals, right?
Yeah.
And I speak with people, but if they don't accept it, if they don't open the door for me, I can't go in. So a lot of times I'm always like in Japan, I'm always in the prayer room, always praying. So my colleague is saying, Utebi-san is praying again. What is he doing? Is he working? I'm like,
you are
I'm working.
Yes.
This is my work, guys.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
this time. I still forgot, right? Anyway. Okay, so
so
where are we? Where were we? Talking
film
about
festivals.
Yeah. So Red Dust was great, right? Great experience. And we were nominated in a Korean animation film festival about a month ago,
Right.
and we were awarded there as well.
Yeah.
So there was a 3 times opportunity to show a movie in a big theater.
Right.
Again, it's free. Free.
Yeah.
So we contacted the members in Korea,
Yeah.
and they are so excited because they never showed a movie
Like
in
that.
a movie theater
Yeah,
in Korea.
Yeah.
So they did like what kids did, did other invitation, and then they went to see the movie. So these are things that can happen
Yeah.
anywhere around the world through film festival. So I think it's a great opportunity.
Okay.
There's one in Georgia.
Georgia.
West Europe.
Yeah.
East Europe.
East.
Yeah, they just called us the other day. They said this Rose Universe is being nominated.
Yeah.
So we are showing this movie in Georgia now.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's really
No, maybe few members there. I don't know, but if there's no member, still right? So that's great. We just happen to find there's a member there, so
wow.
this person can invite a few people there as well.
Yeah.
You just never know what happens from there on. Okay. And there's one good news I'd like to share is it's in Lebanon. You know where Lebanon is, right? Lebanon. It's near Israel.
Yeah.
And we submitted this Immortal Hero in Lebanon 2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago. But because of COVID, they postponed the film festival for 2 years.
Right.
And just last month, they contacted us and said, your movie, Moral Heroes, being nominated for our film festival. When I talking about it, and they told me it was postponed for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So we already finished showing. But again, like in Lebanon, we'll never be able to show the movie there.
Yeah.
But now we were able to show on screen.
That's really
And
big.
I don't know how many people came, but people like we don't even know watch the movie. And I think that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it is.
You just never know. Means one person might say, this is a great thing, and I'll wake up, right?
Yeah.
So these are things that can happen with film festivals, and there's a great opportunity there. The why I'm talking to you, so it gets so heated up before festivals. But so what I want to say is just keep the antennas up. Okay?
Yeah.
Everybody around the world keep the antennas up and call me every day. I got this one, this.
Yeah.
I want that. Then I can hire more people, get more members into my team and do these things. All right. So let's talk about maybe music a little bit. Okay, music. Music has been one of the main pillars in Japan now. Okay, music missionary. Master already wrote 450 songs. Okay, that's a lot of songs. 450. I'll write the lyrics and also sang, right? So, and he's still sending us more, like every day. Okay. So music is movie is a big thing, but movie is another big pillar in Japan. Of course, except for 2 songs, it's all in Japanese.
Right.
So there's always a barrier of language, right?
Yeah.
Especially with music. But again, same time, music is universal. So I think there's always an opportunity there as well. And the music movement started after we received the spiritual message of him. You know who him is, right? He appears in Laws of the Universe. He is the main god of Vega. Okay, him. So we received the message of him in 2018. Okay, so it was 3 years ago. Then John Lennon came. You all know John Lennon's things, right? He's part of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And with him and John Lennon support, this music thing is becoming a really big thing as a missionary tool in Japan. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about the hymn because he does appear in the movie Rose of the Universe. Okay? So him is the main god of the planet Vega. Okay? And he is a past life of El Cantare. Okay? So he is part of El Cantare as well, him. Okay? And he exists as a shape of a glass ball.
A bubble.
Yeah. It's a 10-meter bubble, a huge bubble.
Oh, the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why is because all the space people of Vega, they're bubbles. Okay.
Yeah.
They have no form. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they react to the person who they react meeting to, and they change their form according to whatever the person they're reacting to wants to see. If the person wants to see a woman, they can become a woman. If they become a lion, they can become a lion. That's like the style of Vega, right?
Yeah.
So not the king. I mean the god with the main god of the Vega is a 10-meter bubble. That's why there's a big bubble in the Rose of the Universe, right? So we received this spiritual message from him in 2018. Has anybody seen this? No. Okay. So it was about over 1 hour lecture, and of course it's in Japanese, but it was conducted by singing. So Master was melody lecture for over 1 hour. So Master sang for over 1 hour, and it's the first and only lecture where he sings, right? But I don't think anybody's seen it, so I'm going to show you a clip. Okay, of the spiritual message. It's a short one, but I'll show you.
Not me, maybe
Great. いいですか？
はい、どうぞ。
はい。
麗しきベガの種いいのよいいのよ
音楽そのものでもあられるのでしょうか。
宇宙すりつける音楽なのです。音楽は宇宙の共通言語なのです。はははははははははは私はエレカタのピアノなのです。私の奏でる調べや魔法となって今とまた心使い離さないのですだからエルカンタや音楽をあなた方に表しているのです。
So that was a hymn, okay, a spiritual message from him. This entire lecture is about 1 hour and a half, over 1 hour. And in Japan, this is very, you cannot watch it anywhere. You have to go to Shoja to watch it. But for international, we are allowed to show this at the Shibu. So any of you who are interested, just ask Tetsu. He can show you this 1 hour of hymn spiritual message. Hymn spiritual message is very important now because because he appears in Laws of Universe, as well as he is the main pillar of this entire movement of entertainment mission. Okay? And he is the piano of Kantari, he said. So he is the one who's sending out a limitless energy of beauty and entertainment and love to the universe. He's still doing it, continuously doing it for the prosperity of the universe. That's how big this energy field is. So if you want to feel that, please watch lecture. Okay? And recently there was a UFO reading called Musical Guidance from Universe. Okay? Message from Namiel. I don't know who you, maybe you're not familiar with Namiel. Namiel is the space people, the lady. Okay? And in this message, Master said that he wants to create more English songs. Okay? He wants to create more English songs for the world. That's why Namiel came, because Namiel is the one who's guiding and leading this movement of creating more songs. Okay? So that means there's going to be more English songs coming, because future is created based on Master's words, right? Yeah. So when Master says he wants to create more English songs, That means there's going to be more English songs. So there's only maybe a couple now. Okay, there's one more coming very soon, but there'll be much more English songs coming up in the future. So I'm really looking forward for that, and please look forward for it as well. And I think we'll be looking for more singers as well. So start practicing songs. Go to karaoke and practice.
Do you think we'll have some seminars in English explaining a bit more about him? Because we've had nothing
about
him.
There is one seminar. One seminar. Mariko-san, right? Mariko-san, yeah, from International. She conducted a seminar on him. So yes, I think it was about 3 years ago. So there is one seminar specifically for the maybe 5 hours session. We can really learn. So
In
maybe
English.
in English, we can calculate. Or I can do online if you want. Yeah, I can do conduct. I can conduct the him seminar online. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so if you want to, just let me know. You don't have to get the 10 people to do it. One person, I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be online, but I can do it. Yeah, definitely. Sure. About 3-4 hours, something like that. But I think it's very important you have deeper understanding about him because it appears in the laws of the universe. It is always meaning into this game. So when you listen to, and then again, it's a little bit different because the songs are most of the songs are in English, I mean Japanese. But there'll be more songs coming out in English. So when you listen to these songs of Happy Science, there's a way to listen to it. If you try to listen to it as just a popular music, it might sound a little different.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's always a reason for that. Because Master's original, when he speaks out of his voice, it doesn't fit into popular music.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. Because popular music, there's a do, re, fa, sol, la, si, do, and there's chord progressions, right? There's like they use like 4 or 5 chord progressions and done. That's in 3 minutes. It's so easy, repetitious. That's why it's so easy to understand, and it feels good too. So it's great. I do music too, so I love pop music, but it just can't fit into the category.
Yeah.
It's more probably closer to classical music.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? Because it's so free and it's energy, flow of energy. So it's a different form of music that we're trying to recreate from what we receive from Master.
Right.
So Master is always saying, the original, the voice of his singing has the most light, most power, and it has the highest level of dimension. Of course, it's a real Master himself, right? But once we change that into do, re, fa, sol, la, si, do, it's put in the score and put some music on and somebody sings, the energy of the light, really
it
shrinks.
Condenses it.
It shrinks. But it's much easier to listen to, of course, right?
Yeah.
So it's still very early stage.
Yeah.
Our music is very early stage. So if you are having a little bit of difficulty of trying to figure out how to listen to it, the best way is just don't think about it as a popular music. Think of it as a master's lecture. Okay? So pick up the lyrics, okay? Because lyrics is the most important thing. Because it's masters like words of life. Keep reading it, okay? Observe it and try to study, just like books, what he's trying to say. Just trying to say. And after you start studying it, you're gonna understand what master really wants to say from this music, from this song. Then if you listen to the music, lyrics in the meaning of the song is the most important thing for you. Okay? And the sound is just it's an extra for you, right? Just makes it easier for you to observe even more because there's a melody to it.
Yeah.
So that's what Master is trying to do, is to show the truth and Dhamma's words, but so people can be easily accepted. He's trying to put the melody over it.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. That's his mission. So you have to really, if you just sit and turn on a CD, just like a popular music, and listen to it, you're gonna be how can I listen? How should I observe it? You get like that. But if you think it on a different side, That's how you should think about the masses music.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's the same thing with Japanese people. When you listen to Japanese song, you have to listen from different angle. Just like watching a Happy Science movie from different angle, right? So you're gonna be receiving a lot more English songs. Okay, so please remember what I'm saying. Okay,
Yeah.
Master's song just doesn't fit into a category of popular music,
Right.
but we have to because that's all we have. So
Right.
maybe I don't know, 20 years, 50, 100 years from now, when this world develop more, maybe different types of music will develop, and we'll hear the true energy of masses.
Yeah, the energy.
And maybe you guys can reincarnate and create the song if you want, if you have the missions, right? I want to try that. Okay? So yeah, that's about the music part. Okay, so keep that in mind and then appreciate masses music.
Yeah.
どうしますかね? It's already we spoke over.
But that's up to you.
1 hour. I can talk about the basic of happy science entertainment, or I can talk a little bit more about the laws of the universe. If I do all, it's going to be too long. So, どっちがいいですか、哲さん?
Which is okay.
The laws of the universe.
Laws of the universe?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear about the basics of entertainment. Like, what can we do to contribute? But also laws of the universe. You know.
What is it?
Okay, so the,
Yeah.
3 minutes of what's basic of happy
Is
science.
that Q&A afterwards?
3 minutes basic happy science, okay? So happy science entertainment is, of course, you already know, it's not just commercialism. It's not. Okay, we are not, the commercialism means it's the idea of focusing mainly on business side. We don't do that, okay? We are way over just business way. So when we talk about entertainment in happy science, it's not about business. It's about missionary, serving the truth, of course. And so we go beyond. We want to, through our entertainment, we want to create like a heavenly atmosphere. We want to be able to enrich people's soul, right, and heart. We want to guide people to happiness through our entertainment. And we also want to open the future of mankind. It's a big mission we have through entertainment. So it's not just a regular entertainment that you think it is. Okay?
Yeah.
So you have to again shift the mind. What does it mean to be part of happy science entertainment missionary? Okay, don't put that into a category of this word entertainment because it's never gonna fit, and you're gonna have a struggle trying to understand what this really means. Okay, so happy science entertainment had 3 major essence. Just remember these 3 lessons. It's simple. It's truth, goodness, and beauty. Truth, goodness, beauty. In Japan, it's called Shin Zen Bi. It's like a main pillar of happy science teaching, actually. So what is truth? Okay, does this movie? Let's say take a movie for example. Does this movie contain truth? You know, is this movie evolved from Buddha's wisdom? Okay? Without that, it's not happy science. Of course, it's not happy science entertainment. So it has to be the pile of the light of the truth. Okay, so truth is very important. Okay, Shin. Then comes goodness. Okay, but if you really think about it, in order for you to understand what is good, you have to know what is bad too.
Yeah.
You need to have those comparisons. That's the only way you can know what is good. That's why having bad or evil in this movie is a good thing.
Yeah.
We need to have that so we can
See the good.
see the difference.
Yeah.
So the important about happy science and entertainment is that at the end, good always wins. Okay. So it's like Avengers. We have to win. I'm sorry, we cannot lose the evil spin. So it's like 見どころって言ったら分からないな。なんていうんだ。It's always happy end drama. You know those kind of drama? You feel so comfortable because you know things gonna turn out better, right? So happy science is like that. Whenever you cut it, it's always gonna end up happening. Okay? So that's a very, very important point. It's good. And through that, there has to be salvation. Okay? It has to save people's soul. So that's goodness. Okay? So truth, goodness, then comes beauty. When it comes beauty, we're not talking about the beauty of, beauty, glamorous beauty. We're talking about more of a religious aspect. It's a beauty of heavenly world, beauty of heavenly energy that we can feel, pure love,
Yeah.
pure faith. Those are beauty.
Yeah.
So when we say beauty from a happy science point of view, it's those things, those lights, energy of light is beauty. Okay, so please just remember happy science. So when people ask, so what's happy science entertainment? You can just say it's beyond commercialism. We are trying to bring happiness to the world, to you. And there's 3 points. That is truth, goodness, and beauty. And you can explain this to people.
Yeah.
So when they come to the movie, oh, okay, there's truth, there's a beauty, there's goodness. They can relate to you more by explaining to people why you're doing this. And what it is. Instead of just bringing them to the movies, you can talk to them. These are the things that we do, and this is how we do it. And that's why we do it. And they appreciate it. And I mean, I can't imagine people who doesn't appreciate unless they are possessed by evil spirits or something. Right? Then in that case, they have to repel them, right? So that's your mission to do that. Okay. So this is my thinking, but if you think about truth, goodness, and beauty, okay. 300 millions ago, when Alpha descended, it was the age of truth, because that's when truth was revealed as how to be a human. So we all learned the truth. So I'm sure we're all there, right? So we learn what is truth for 150 million years since then. Then 150 million years ago, Elohim descended. Okay. What did he teach? He taught us what is goodness, right? Good and bad, evil, the justice, God's justice. So from there on, we study, we learn what is goodness. So we learn what is truth, what is goodness. We spent 300 million years to study, and now El Cantare is descending, right? It's the main body of El Cantare, and we are studying beauty. That's why the gate of the Dharma of the Buddha is opening up. And that's why there's so many entertainment things happening now. So if you really think about it, we are not doing entertainment or movie in missionary just because it's easier. It is easier, right? Of course it's. But the true reason is not just because it's easier. There's much more deeper meaning to it, right? We are trying to open up the Renaissance of the contemporary civilization. And when there's a Renaissance, right, of a civilization, there's always a height of the philosophy and the living son and civilization, as well as art. Everything comes up, right? And right now we are at the very, very beginning of a Cantaric Renaissance, right? So that's where we are, and that's why we are starting this music and entertainment. So please look forward, because this is going to continue on, and it's just going to get better. What's great about Happy Science is because we are guided by Master Oka, things can always get better, can never get worse, right? Always getting better and better and better. So when something comes up first, it's not perfect. It's not how it should be, but it's just a baby version. It's the egg version. But after that, you're gonna start to realize it evolves and becomes this beautiful, beautiful thing. And that's what happened in Happy Science. We've been around only for 30 years. And what Master did in 30 years is just it's amazing, right? So if you think about it, entertainment, we've been doing for 30 years, but really we launched it a few years ago. So it's just been a few years. So of course there's a lot of not perfect, Maybe acting is not, you might say, oh, I don't like his acting, this movie is this, why is this part like that? Of course there's a lot of not perfect parts. We're trying to put the puzzles together now, so please bear with us. From Miriam's point of view, I hear a lot of things, and it's so appreciated to hear, because those are the voices that we need to get things better. But again, at the same time, our main mission is to spread this truth to entertainment. So we try to observe as much as possible, make it as better as possible. So I'm sure it's going to get better and better and better. So but always give us your opinion. Your honest opinion is precious. Without, if they start saying, oh, because I'm a member, I don't think I should say this. Right? A lot of people gets like that, you know. I can't say this to Yoichi-san because he's doing so much and he's so passionate about it. I can't say, you know. You don't have to be like that. You have to be honest and just talk. And that's how we can observe a lot of good things and make things better.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the, I guess, the entertainment basics of happy science. Okay. どうしようかな.
We have Q&A session so that you can say something also.
Okay, yeah. Should we just close it for now then, or go a little more?
What is the remaining the part?
No, I have a lot.
Maybe it's a good idea to have a Q&A session so that you can talk about it and with showing the movie or something.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I just talk about what's coming up in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the future plan.
Yeah.
It's very short. Future plan is very short. Just
Future plan.
so
Reveal the first time in the world.
So next year is the Laws of Messiah, right? Yeah, Messiah, and I'm not gonna talk about that because it's his job. He's got many months to go, so I'm not gonna mention anything about it. Okay, but it's coming. It's a big thing. It's the biggest activity level that we can experience in happy science. Okay, that's how big 2022 is going to be. It's going to be a huge year. Okay.
Yeah.
So because from next year we're going to have more difficulties in the world, right? Things going to get worse.
Oh.
Three-dimensionally, things going to get worse. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
It's going to get bad. It's really going to get bad.
Yeah.
But because of that, okay, things going to shake so much. The more things shake around us, we have to be more stronger. Prepared. But inner power is most important. We have to have more strength of the mind, and we have to be more enlightened. We need to have more power and light so we can shine the people of the light, and also we can overcome all the difficulties. So it looks like it's gonna be something happening around us, what you can see, but the members can't be affected. You have to keep cultivating our souls. And that's what Master is going for. I know it's gonna have difficult years, but you guys, members, cultivate your soul even more. So that's what's gonna happen from next year. Okay? So you're gonna see a lot of those topics. Okay? And so one of the main movie is coming up is called, there's no English name yet. We haven't got the master's approval, so but it's gonna be something. If it's a direct translation, it's Patriot Girl. Aikoku Joshi, Patriot Girl. Okay, maybe True Spirit of Bushidoism, something like that. It's a Patriot Girl. Okay? So this movie is gonna be released in February. Right. It's coming up already, right? The Laws of the Universe is done, and now we're going to the next movie. So let me just show you a quick introduction video.
I think it's only in Japan. It's only in Japanese.
It's only in Japanese, but you get to see it. It's about like a minute. It's so very short.
我が大和一週間の今日、農夫の選手、大和魂を継ぎ、外側共和国のミサイル実験を行う予定。日本への僕らの時を感じます。恐怖心に負けてはならない。天皇ご加護を信じ、正義を貫きなさい。日本はもうすぐなくなるのだ。
愛国女子は遥かなり。私はこの国を守るために今死んでいく。
Okay, so it's a very short clip. As you can see, this is a very Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Okay, just generally, it's really Japanese. It will be released in February in Japan, and as you can see, starring Yoshiko singing again.
Yeah.
She's the main character. And this movie they travel to the spiritual world. They go back and forth. Okay? They train to the master. They meditate in. There's a master there, and they train, and they travel to back and forth to fight this demon who is being possessed by a dark side of the universe. It's kind of connected to the laws of the universe, right? So there's again dark side of the universe again coming in, and so they fight, and of course. Happy Science, I just told you about Happy Science. So you know how it's going to end. I'm not going to say it anyway, but you know how it's going to end. Right? We're going to beat them, of course. But so what we're going to learn from this movie is about what does it mean to love your country and to protect your country and to protect the ones you really love.
Right.
What does it really mean to protect?
Yeah.
Okay, that is like a main theme, I guess, and that's why it's a patriot card. Patriot.
Yeah.
Patriot.
So we'll be called true patriots.
True patriots, yeah, something like that, right? And again, at the same time, we're gonna learn what is the spirit of true Bushido. Okay, so when you hear Bushido, I don't know. I think many Western countries would know the word Bushido, right? Do you know?
No, not really.
Okay, that's it. How can I explain Bushido?
Samurai spirit.
Samurai spirit. So yeah, it's samurai. Samurai spirit is what
okay,
Bushido.
Yeah.
So samurai spirit, right? It's not really samurai spirit, but it's samurai spirit. Yeah, it's the easiest way. Easiest way.
I think regarding to I forgot the name of the person who introduced Bushido. That is Nitobe Inazomi. Regarding him, that is dedicating your life.
Okay.
Life itself.
So these are topics that it's going to happen next year.
Right.
Okay, right. Yeah. What does it mean? What does Bushido mean? What is samurai spirit? And because it's samurai spirit, that doesn't mean it's spirit only for Japanese.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking global stuff. It's a global spirit that's really needed in this world today. So we're going to study. Let me just use the word Bushido for now. Okay, what is true Bushido? And that spirit is gonna save the country. It's gonna save yourself and save the people around you.
Right.
Okay? It's how to save them, how to protect them. So these are the very important message. And at the same time, this is gonna be the warning sign against the threat of China. Okay, because China is they're ready to take over Taiwan. Okay, so it's perfect timing. It's gonna be released in February. So Master already knew years and years ago this is going to happen.
Well, that was going to happen.
This is going to happen. So we don't know what's going to happen next year with Taiwan and China, but there's a great danger that China might start, taking over Taiwan and. There's a rumor it could happen early next year.
Well, they've started, haven't they? With the plane.
February, Beijing Olympic.
Yeah.
That is very dangerous.
I know.
Hundreds of planes flying over the town.
Flew over already.
That's already a war.
Yeah.
Right? So we don't know what's going to happen, but this movie is specifically points out that country.
Oh, wow.
And it's a warning sign for the world.
Yeah.
And also it's a warning sign, not warning sign, but it's a wake-up call for very peaceful Japanese people.
Seriously.
Taiwan, if the Chinese invade Taiwan, they're going to come to Japan, Okinawa and Senkaku, but everybody just asleep.
Right.
So we need to wake them up. So there's a mission of that, like a siren warning against the danger of China, even more specific than the laws of the universe.
Right.
Laws of the universe it's about China, right? If you really think about it. We don't talk about it much in the public, but I can talk here. But same thing, but it's more specific, okay? Because the things are more specific nowadays. So, and also through this movie, there's one more important thing. They worship the god of ancient god of Japan called Ame no Miyoyakami. I don't think there's any translation into that. But maybe we just keep that Ame no Miyoyakami. So he's again part of your country. Okay. He descended to Japan 30,000 years ago. 30,000. So Japan was already existing 30,000 years ago, and there was a huge civilization led by Ame no Miyoyakami. He's a part of masters, Yakuntare. But all the history has been deleted. Okay, so nobody knows about Ame no Miyoyakami, nor the existence of the major culture
of that.
30,000 ago in Japan.
Right.
Everybody thinks Japan was started like 4,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, but it's not true. So we are trying to reveal to Japan and also to the world, there was a god called Ame no Miyoyakami, descended in Japan 30,000 years ago, and that is the origin of like Asia. That went into move and into China, and so these are the new history. So it's going to be challenging, but we are going to reveal it. So it's a big thing for us as well, together. So there's different aspects and different messages from this movie. It's very Japanese, so I don't know how people in England or like America would be interested and react to it. But we have to be always be smart about it. It's how you talk to these people, right? But as long as you set the standard and understanding up to see what to expect, then there's no problem. There should be no problem. If they don't like it, there's nothing we can do about it. So that's okay. But at least we can do is make sure to set standard up for them so they don't get surprised. Okay? I think that's a very important thing to do. So that's about the movie. Okay? Last comment. So 2021 we had Beautiful World. So that was about Yoma. Right? We learned about Yoma. We never heard about the Yoma stuff before, right? But that's again, it's a master's new teachings about Yoma. So we repelled Yoma from this earth. We repelled Yoma from the heavenly world. Okay, so master is creating, cultivating not just this world, but also the spiritual world together to evolve to make it better. So this year that's gonna next year that's gonna continue. Okay? The fight or the differentiation between back side of heaven and front side of heaven, we're still going to be even more clearly. We are going to. So if you think about Yoma, there's another one who's pretty big, right? Pretty big nose. Tengu, right? So we might be talking more towards the Tengu side. Okay? I can't tell you anything in detail, but Yoma we did last year. We are going to hit another Tengu side because we can always easily become Tengus. So easy. So those are the new trends that you're going to see in 2022, right? Okay, I think it's good time.
Yes, and have a 10 minutes break, and later we'll have a Q&A session.
Sure. Okay. There's so much I want to talk, but let me just finish. I can always come back. Okay. Because I didn't talk too much about the. No. Okay.
Alright. Then once finished, but he has many secrets. So Q&A. If you have a good question, you can. Withdraw that good answer the secret he can reveal. So that's why from quarter to five, we will restart Q&A session. Okay. So thank you very much. If you want to join the Zoom meeting, I already sent an email for that. Okay, click it and join. Thank you.